What's going on, my good people? It's Dan Blake here from the Sports with Blake podcast, and I am here for my Royal Rumble return predictions. Yeah, so it's going to be an eventful Rumble kicking off tomorrow in Riyadh. It's going to be starting in the UK at around, I believe, 7 p.m. on Netflix. So we look forward to reviewing that, and it's going to be something sensational, something that we're really going to enjoy and really get into and soak in the atmosphere as the WWE are out in Saudi Arabia for the big pay-per-view, first pay-per-view of the year, and we're glad that they're back. You know, I'm just returning from being at SmackDown in the UK not so long ago, which is an incredible show. I'm going to break a video down of my time at that show very soon. But yeah, let's get straight into my Royal Rumble predictions the night before. As we speak, I believe SmackDown just happened in Saudi Arabia. I got to go and check that out as well before the night's over, you know, with hopefully a little glass of Desperados as well. So my first prediction and returnee into the WWE Royal Rumble in 2026 is going to be Saraya, aka Paige, as she's known in the WWE brand. I believe Paige will return to the WWE in the Royal Rumble match. She's been training online. She's been looking active. I guess that's like a little slight decoy, you know, you're looking like you're not in the vicinity or the area of Saudi Arabia, but I'm sure she's local, and I predict a Paige return, and I really look forward to seeing Paige. She hasn't been in the WWE ring for a while. Big shouts to her brothers, who are friends of the show, Roy Bevis and Zach Zodiac, big them up. So it's going to be really wonderful to see Paige back. I think she has an eventful Royal Rumble. She throws a couple people out, you know, gets a couple of good spots going, gets some good move sets going, shakes off some of the ring rust, and hopefully she has a good long run back in the WWE leading into WrestleMania, and maybe have some, you know, start a feud and have a couple of rivalries. I would love to see Paige against Rhea Ripley. I remember Paige's brother, Roy, was saying to me in our interview, which you can catch on the Sports with Blake YouTube channel. Just type in Sports with Blake on YouTube. Please subscribe to that channel. I need as much support as possible. This is actually my first vlog video. I've never vlogged about wrestling before, so please help and support. I've been a lifelong wrestling fan my whole life. I'm now 40 years old. I know I don't look it, but yeah, now. Little cocoa butter and all that, baby, you know. But yeah, I've been a lifelong wrestling fan, and, you know, wrestling's really kicking off online now. So I thought, why not? It's my time to share my opinion as well. I love wrestling. I love it. I love WWE. So, yeah, it's one of my babies of life, you know. So continue to push the content now. And we're going to be trying to do a regular video every day. Yeah, so I believe Paige will make a great run in the Royal Rumble. I love to see, I was saying, I would love to see her and Rhea Ripley have a match at some stage. But I think she could have a good run in the Rumble, and I predict she's going to be in the Rumble. Obviously, I don't know this. I don't know if it's fact or not, but this is just what I'm going off at the moment in my mind and what I think is going to happen. So shouts to Paige, and hopefully I'll be able to get her on the show very soon as well. Big her up, big fan of her work. Make sure you check out her podcast as well, which is really brilliant. And big shout out to the whole family down in Norwich. Got to go down there, take a couple of bumps at some stage myself, you know. I fancy a bit of wrestling training, why not? My next prediction to return in the Royal Rumble is Chris Jericho. I believe Jericho will return in the men's Royal Rumble. It's been overdue. There's been a lot of speculation around Chris Jericho, and he's not long possibly going to retire. So I can see him making a return to WWE for one last triumphant run. He's a legend, another legend that was, you know, in the Attitude Era, beat the likes of Stone Cold, The Rock, legendary entrance, break the walls down, WWE, one of the stars of WWE in the 90s. So I think he's due one last run, and I think we'll have a return of the walls of Jericho in the Royal Rumble. Break the walls down. But nah, don't let me start getting crazy. But yeah, shout out to Jericho. Look forward to hopefully seeing him in the Rumble. That's my second prediction. This one is it's already out of the bag now because I had him on my poster, which I'm going to promote a bit later on in this video. But Obafemi, obviously, from NXT, the ruler. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, the ruler is in the Rumble. Brilliant wrestler. I'm a big NXT fan. I watch all production of WWE from NXT to SmackDown to Raw. So I'm across all of the products and every wrestler on the come up. Had my eye on Obafemi for a while. He's doing brilliant work in the WWE. Was a champion for a long time in NXT and lost it to Ricky Saints and then won it back and then vacated the belt and left it in the ring. And obviously he made his entry to join the WWE main roster. So shout out to Obafemi, the Nigerian born wrestler, you know, goes over to the States, does his thing, stays on the grind, gets his opportunity in the end, and yeah, we'll see what impact he makes in the Royal Rumble. I believe he's going to probably feud with another one of my return predictions to the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar. I see him and Brock having a clash in the center of the ring, fisticuffs, square on, going at it, a little brawl. I think he chucks out maybe 5 or 6 participants in the Rumble, going in full beast mode, you know, full beast mode from Obafemi we're going to see in the Rumble, I believe. And it's going to be an impressive run for him. I think he'll take out 5, 6. And then he'll have a strong run. I don't think he'll win the Rumble, but I think he'll have a strong run in the Rumble. So look forward to seeing him. And another one of my predictions in the Rumble for return, Brock Lesnar. Again, he will cause havoc in the Rumble, but I don't see him actually winning the Rumble. I want to get into another one of my returnees for the Royal Rumble, AJ Lee. I think she will enter the women's Royal Rumble. Look forward to seeing her return to set up possibly a rivalry with Becky Lynch for a Mania match, because I think they've got unfinished business and maybe they kick it off for the Intercontinental title. So we'll look out for AJ Lee's return in the Rumble, I believe. Should be maybe a late entrant, I think. Love a bit of AJ Lee, and I'm glad WWE haven't been using her excessively a lot. Just using her in different spots here and there, which has been really good. You know, resting her for big occasions, I believe. You know, because she's a special talent. Alongside, as I said, a return from Saraya, aka Paige, will be unbelievable. She's a WWE legend and someone that started in WWE from a long time, from a young person. My predictions to win the Royal Rumble, I'm going to give you now. Those are some of my returnees to the Royal Rumble, that my 3 that I think are really going to be in there. And obviously we know about Obafemi already. But my prediction for the Royal Rumble win, I'm going with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. I would have worn my Tribal Chief t-shirt, but I just washed it. So I'm saving that for the Rumble when I watch it tomorrow, when Roman wins, I believe. I'm going with Roman Reigns for the win. So today I'm wearing my Stone Cold t-shirt, crack open a couple of beers while we watch the Rumble tomorrow. Got some Desperados in the fridge, you know. Cheese. So shouts to the one, the only Roman Reigns for the win in the Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumble win, I'm going to go with a surprise return also. I forgot to mention Bianca Belair. I think Bianca wins it to set up maybe a match with Jade Cargill at Mania possibly. I think she has a good run. And I think Jordan Grace has a good run in the Rumble as well. I'll give her an honourable mention because she's such an athlete and someone you cannot underestimate. She can bench press most of the women with her incredible strength. So Jordan Grace is going to be a dark horse. Maybe comes second. And then an honourable shout out to there's a few others. Honourable shout out to Judgment Day as well. I think they're going to be in a shout at some stage in the Rumble as well. There's so many competitors, but yeah, it's going to be a juicy one, man. We look forward to it. So that's my video on my return predictions in the Royal Rumble. I'm Dan Blake. Look for more content coming from me on a regular basis, all things WWE and wrestling from different parts of the wrestling scope. British wrestling, AEW, TNA, BEW, other organizations all across the country, UK to the US to Japan to Tokyo to wherever where there's wrestling. We're going to be here breaking some of the new acts. So that's my Royal Rumble return predictions. I've been Dan Blake. Please subscribe to Sports with Blake on YouTube. You can follow us on the Instagram page, Sports with Blake. And yeah, I'll see you soon. See you in the next one. Peace.